Hi guys, welcome back to another overthrow disc golf video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're gonna work through the Hula drill. It's a nice way to feel the weight shift. Find some space, let's get into it. Drop. So, take your disc, put it somewhere else. You don't need it yet. Real simple. We're gonna build this drill. It's a big sequence of drill.
It's a big sequence of drill.
Big sequence of drill. It's a long progression. Take as long as you need between these different steps. Make sure you're not hurting yourself. Make sure you're getting it good into your muscle memory. Consult your tax advisor and physician. We're gonna start just with our legs straight forward, shoulder width apart, whatever. And then we're gonna pop our left leg straight. We're gonna go to our left heel. And so our left toes, I can wiggle, my left toes. And then this right foot is weightless currently. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop over to the other heel. So I'm gonna put my other heel down, and you can kind of see it kind of plop into place there, or click, you might say. Now, my left foot is weightless. And so I've got my left toe down, my left heel up, and my weight's on my right heel. I can wiggle my right toes. This becomes very important later because this is weight shift, right? And we want to be able to let that toe come up so that we can rotate this to take any pressure off of our knee. Again, pressure on your knee, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Stop immediately if anything hurts. That's kind of common sense. So, all right, next. So we're gonna do that for a little bit. So we're just gonna pop, 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 pop. And our knees are just going back and forth. We're just straightening one, lifting the other. I'm gonna exaggerate here so you can see where the pressure is at on my feet. This is weight shifting. You're shifting your weight from one foot to the other foot. Now, we're gonna go knock-kneed and we're gonna do the exact same thing. So now our knees are gonna be into each other, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just pop my left leg straight. And now this toe's up. This is weightless, just for balance really, and I can still wriggle my left toes. And then I'm gonna switch and pop. I can move my right toes, my weight's on my right heel. This is weightless, right? And so we're just gonna do that, and we're just gonna pop back and forth. Do that for a little bit. We're gonna make some notes here of what's happening. Now, if you look closely, my hips are actually rotating. Okay, so my right hip, when I pop over, it's clearing this way. But the focus was on the weight shift, right? And this is something that took me a while to understand myself. So I hope that this becomes very simple for you. When I shift my weight over to my right heel, my hip is gonna clear up. My hip is gonna go up and right. When I weight shift, if you try to just turn your hip up and right without weight shifting, you're gonna run into some problems. So it's really important to always come back to this very easy principle of we're just popping our knees straight and bent. We're changing heel, 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 heel. So when you pull your lead hip up and back, it straightens out this leg and you get the pressure towards your heel. Once you weight shift, you can pivot whenever, just as a note moving forward. So here we are. We're just doing this, popping back and forth. Don't swing your arms or anything yet, because if you start swinging your upper body ahead of this, you're gonna mess everything up. You're gonna break the drill. Don't do that. So your arms are just dangling, and we're just going back and forth, back and forth. Now next, loosen up, get everything nice and loose, and we're just gonna swing. I'm gonna grab a disc, set up for this. Next step is I'm gonna have my stamp facing you the whole time. And so I'm gonna bend at the waist. I'm gonna have that same setup where I'm kind of shifting back and forth, keeping the upper body loose and letting it dangle. I'm at a pretty steep hyzer angle here, right? And this is where we get the hula part, because it looks like I'm a hula dancer. And man, if hula dancers come into the sport, we're all in trouble. I'm telling you right now. We're gonna find out that they can make a lot of money here.
You know what I just realized? Don't hula dancers do like their arm movement opposite of the hips?
What do they do? If you actually know how to hula dance, this probably isn't helpful. Just a disclaimer. So here we are, super loose. Let your shoulders dangle, let your arm dangle. Will not work if you're tight. But again, we're just starting with this shift here. Our knees are in towards each other, and we're just going back and forth, back and forth. Real easy. Notice it's all being generated from the lower body. We're not trying to move the arm forward. If you're not loose enough or you try to pull with your arm, this is not going to work, and you're gonna have to spend some time making this natural. Next thing is, within this, we're keeping our arm straight and loose. Now I'm gonna let my arm bend up here. And you can feel this bend inwards, and actually you can feel the throw outwards from the body. Curl here, and then we throw. And if I released it, it would actually wanna go into the ground here, like this. Yeah, let me grab my disc. So you have this curl and uncurl. Now at any point for these drills, you don't have to throw them as these hyzers, but I recommend here trying to move the plane up and just feeling this throw out. For a lot of people, it's probably a lot earlier than you would think. A lot of people like to throw here, and they lead kind of with their arm out of here instead of letting the swing come out this early. I like mixing in some spike hyzers. This hyzer feeling is really, really easy to feel the power because we're letting gravity do it for us. So if I just get a nice spike hyzer here, it's easy little snap, easy power. Then we could start at any point raising the plane on any part of these throwing portions of the drill. Still rocking back and forth, maintaining the same feeling. I'm gonna wait for him to move, just in case things get crazy. So you can always throw like this for a little bit. And get nice, easy power, easy snap. So now we did the throw out. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to lift up our foot as we move, so our right foot, and we're gonna just let it step. You'll notice at this point that your left foot, when you step, is wanting to kind of slide behind or slide forward first as its initial move. Let that happen. If you notice that the first thing your foot does is come around like this, you're doing it wrong. Okay, the first move when we do this, when we weight shift like this, is for the leg to come behind. Is what it naturally wants to do. Not going to explain why. And now we're just kind of working our way across wherever we're at, whatever room or cubby you found yourself in. So it'll look like this. It's important to know, let the pivot happen how it wants to happen. Don't get that foot planted so hard in the ground or your weight not on your heel to where it can't pivot, right? But if you've gotten this far, then you should be pretty good here. And then again, we can work that into a throw. Just working my way through here. We can do the ground throw, or we could do a air shot. I like the ground throw in the beginning because it's just the easiest way to feel it. I'll start bringing my plane up a little bit. Nice natural hyzer. Next, full steps. So we'll go here, and we're gonna start working the swing or the forward pump. So here's how we'll do it. We'll swing here, and then we'll start working a nice big step, covering more ground, and more ground, until eventually we work our way into a 3-step, which will go swing, 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 and we'll release. Swing, X step, swing. It's really important to let the rhythm of the arms and the rhythm of the hips lead this. And again, any point you can release. So we'll go out here with it. And that's pretty much the progression there. All you got to do now is compact the form. I like spike hyzers again, it's super easy. Anytime you can pull the plane up, but I'll show you the spike hyzer first. So the compact form would look like this. Instead of a big swing and a big swing and a big swing, I'm just gonna do swing, but it's gonna maintain that feel, swing, swing, swing. And that's gonna have everything I need to give this thing a good rip. You want to catch the hang time on this little rip here. Swing. Whoop. So same swing of the hips, same weight shift feel, and now I'm just gonna flatten the plane out, so it's gonna look like instead of down here where I'm bent so much at the waist, I'm just gonna pull it up, right? And the same thing's gonna happen here, so I'll go swing, swing, throw. Swing, swing, swing. Little nose up. There's a lot of power to be gained from just feeling like this hyzer swing. So don't be afraid of throwing everything on hyzer for a while, just to get this feel. So hope you enjoyed, hope that was beneficial. The hula hula drill progression. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. If you want one-on-one instruction or just to be inside of an awesome community, we got Patreon. Thanks to our partner Squatch. Discount code for free shipping in the description below. Peace out. Catch you next time.